Hello. We are going to the first fight of the second tier of the Omega Raid series. This is the 5th fight of the Omega Raid series in general. Sigmascape V1. The previous tier was the Deltascape stuff, so Sigmascape is the second tier. I'm a super ghost right now. Transparent and everything. In this fight we'll also be fighting other ghosts. It's all coming together. So we're on a train. And we're fighting a train. Here to start off, this is our main platform, and the train it's a wall boss, so it's not going to move necessarily. We have one person who is disconnected, so just be aware of that. Main tank is going to get hit with this like purple stuff every now and then. That's just like the regular tank autos, so that's what the animation is. There's gonna be these AoEs that go onto the stage. There's 4 of them to start. If you stand in this, you will die. Like straight up, you'll die. Oh, I see. You take 300,000 from that, and I went in here as level 90 unsynced, and I don't have that much health to withstand that. Encumber, yeah, okay. When I went in later as warrior, even a tank unsynced wouldn't have enough health. Okay, I guess I could try invulning it, but I mean, you know, most people aren't going to be standing in that and like invulning, so that's that situation. Okay, wait, also so when these things pop out, there will be ghosts inside these squares. You can run between the squares. You can't, like, once this wall is created, you can't run through that. See, I'm trying. But you can run between it. Okay. Just things to notice. So they're basically just big colliders there. So back over here. Head on. The main boss rears back and then is going to basically hit this platform. And so this is a proximity marker. You want to run to the back so you don't take as much damage. RN is back, as you can see here. They're dead though. When they see this, the question marks means that they were disconnected for a bit. As soon as they came back, they happened to be standing where the thing, this ghost square is, and that's why they're immediately dead when they came back. Okay, this FYI. Okay, but the rest of us doing this regular. We're running to the back to avoid this head-on collision thing. Okay, so here we have these ghosts with target markers, and this is simulating a mechanic that we'll see later too. Whoever has a target marker on them, these spotlights will go towards them, and then if the ghost gets hit with this spotlight, then they will disappear. They'll go away. Okay. If you get hit with the spotlight though, you'll take some damage. Oh, okay. Just put it over here. Here. See, I'm standing in between here and I'm overlapping a little bit with this light. And so when the light goes off, you get hit with this. It's called Saintly Beam. Like 12,000 K. 12,000. I just say 12,000, or I can say 12k, right? That's how you say numbers. Okay, moving on. So yeah, also this Saintly Beam is a blue mage spell if you're gathering blue mage stuff. However, once you see this, you still have to kill like the whole boss. Also, when I was getting this one time, there's a mechanic later where you're transported to a different area, and if you're not in this platform when the boss dies, then you don't get the spell. It's a whole thing. There's some blue mage stuff. If that doesn't make sense, look up some blue mage stuff. It'll make sense if you look it up. Okay, so here we have the target markers I was just talking about. So it will target us now instead of the ghost. The first time it was just kind of showing us like what was up, but here, see, so the three of us that have the target marker, we have the spotlight on us. Wherever we're running, the light will follow. Okay, and then eventually when it like glows like that, it will stop, and then it plants itself, and then it'll explode. So you want to avoid that. Ooh, some people got hit. And then here we have a stack marker. Let's pile up for this. Diabolic Whistle. We've detected significant spectral activity. Find a way to banish them. Okay, so here we have this ghost tethered to this person, and so they're gonna follow this person wherever they're going. Okay. This is the diabolical whistle like mechanic situation. And then we got the two people with the target marker, and so there's the one with the light, and so wherever the people with the target markers go, the light will follow. Is that a song? And then the person who has the tethered ghost needs to run the ghost into the light situation. Looks like they missed, and so the ghost ended up catching them, and then look at this glowing situation. Here, they're stunned now, and then they get sent off. So now see their name is dimmed out, and so they went to like a different area. We'll see it later, like everybody has to go to the different area later, so I'll go over that in a bit. But the situation with the beam is when you have it, oh, I died because I was I didn't have enough health to do all of this stuff. Oh, you hear that? Okay. So I have both because it's just me here, but like, so the light will plant somewhere, and you need to like bring the ghost into the light, and I just barely got it. Okay. And so then when the ghost gets hit, then it does this dramatic thing, and then it's like, oh, okay, I'm going away. So that's what you want to do ideally. Otherwise, if you don't manage to get the ghost in the light thing, then you get sucked up into a different area, like this person did. Okay. So let's just look at some of the other mechanics. Doom Strike, that's the tank buster. Okay, here we've got these green markers. You want to plant them away. They do this little like wind attack. Okay, so Diabolical Whistle again. We've got, you know, like when like the train conductor does the whistle thingy, and that's usually calling people to like, hey, we're going, or something like that. I don't know. We got whistles. We got ghosts out here after the Diabolical Whistle, and they're on both sides. They're going to run across the stage, so you need to avoid them. If you get hit by one of these, basically anytime you get hit with a ghost, you're gonna get transported to like another area, which is what happened to the wind healer. They just came back though. Okay. So soon we'll see. Unless you're dying for information. Okay, here. I'll run straight up into the ghost. So I get stunned, and then I'm gonna get this glowy thing now. This is what happened to the other person before. see that thing. It said entering passenger car. Passenger car. Okay, so I'm in here fighting this ghost, and only one person can go into one of these rooms. Or, well, everybody can go into one of these rooms, but they'd be in their own room, if that makes sense. Like, okay, so then I fight this. So like, at some point, everyone's gonna get put into a passenger car, but you have to fight a ghost by yourself. That's what I mean. Okay, and then after that, when you're done fighting the ghost, then you interact with this ethereal stream, and then you can get back. Return to the freight car. Okay, so that's what happens if you run into one of the ghosts, because that's what I did, right? Yeah, I ran straight into one. Ah. Okay. Okay, let me go back a little bit. Ah. Okay. What is this? So avoid these ghosts here, and then we should be good. Yeah, we're all good here. Right here, we've got two people with these proximity markers. It's a bit more flashy than we're used to seeing, right? To make it very obvious. So you gotta put it in a corner, like plant it, and once it drops, then run away. I think most people drop it in the front because it's kind of just easier for other people to see that it's up there. I've also seen people run it all the way to the back so everyone else can stay at the front. So you like, if you're running this with Duty Finder, you really just have to adjust to whatever other people are doing. Okay, Acid Rain, it's gonna be a raid wide. Okay, now the train is away, but it's gonna show up again on the other track. Here we go. And then we're going to get some ads, some putrid passenger ads. These you can simply just AoE them down. This other ghost here is just hanging out, and so it's kind of just like a big collider. If you want, if you have the target light thingy, you can move yourself close to it to get rid of it, just so there's more room for people to run around and stuff, but it's not super necessary. It's just hanging out, doing its own thing. Okay, these green things, those are the little tornado thingies, but we destroyed these dudes pretty quickly, and so you want to stand on this glowing thing, and we'll get tossed up onto the top of the train, the boss train. So we basically skipped that green mechanic. That was the one where it just like whooshes on top of, like AoEs on people. So we'll move on to here, and then we'll go into the next area. You want to run all the way to the end, or to the front, and take down this chimney. The Doom chimney. I tested it, you can't fall off, so it's okay. And then you'll get tossed back to the main stage area. Yes, yeah, I was like trying to run off to the sides and stuff, and there was colliders and things, so you can't fall off of this. Just if you were curious. Okay, as soon as we get back, we all get this thing called throttle, and it makes it difficult for us to breathe. And so in this instance, you do want to run into a ghost so you can go into the passenger car. Okay, so here, like after I finish taking out this I take out this Doom chimney thing, right? Then all of a sudden I get this throttle. Windpipe is crushed, KO is imminent. Okay, so I'm struggling to breathe. And so here, if you hang out up here, eventually you're gonna die, because when this goes down, you'll be KO'd. Okay, so you want to touch one of the ghosts so that you get transported into a passenger car where you can breathe. So that's the mechanic there. And as I showed earlier, you would destroy the ghost in the passenger car, and then interact with the ethereal stream, and then you'll go back to the main area. Okay, so over here, that's what we do. There's 8 ghosts, so each person has to pick their own. So look at this person, they're still throttled. Ah, hopefully they get into the thing. Okay, they did. So their throttle went off, so they probably didn't get to a ghost fast enough. So that's why they died. Okay, so I just let the ghosts go back to the thing. Yeah, poor RN, they're dead here. Okay, so like before I left, let's see what happened. Okay, so here, these 3 are taken for sure, and then these are taken, that's for sure. And then, yeah, we had some people hanging out here. Like maybe they went to one of those, but didn't interact with it. I'm not sure. But just looking at the party list, this person has throttle. This one has throttle. Those 2 were still running around earlier. Okay, so BM got into the thing, but yeah, this person didn't. Like the ghost inside here doesn't do that much damage, and so I think because they basically got one shot there, it's likely just because of the throttle that went off. Okay, so gotta make sure that you touch a ghost for this mechanic. How long do you have? I keep going back. 15 seconds or so? Okay, 20 seconds. You have 20 seconds to like figure this out. So if you're dilly-dallying, you might end up choking. So, yeah. Alright, moving on. So we go back to the main boss. Diabolic whistle. So we're gonna get the ghosts up again. So there's 2 on the side now. We've got 2 people tethered with the ghosts, and then we've also got the people with the target marker with the lights. So I kind of just, like, if I have the light, my strategy is just to stay still, basically, because I'm gonna assume that the people with the ghosts are just gonna see the light and they'll try to go there. Like, when I have the ghost tethered to me, I usually just run towards the light, but if the light is moving around, it's kind of harder to like maneuver the ghost around. You see, like you kind of have to get in there and then swoop around so you're not in it, but the ghost is still in it, you know what I'm saying? Because yeah, see, if you get hit with the light, you take the damage. So, yeah, my strategy is just to stand still around the light, and then it plants and then I get out of it. Like, I try to move it away from people. But then otherwise I kind of just leave it there. Okay, Doom Strike, that's going to be the Tank Buster. Yeah, there we go. This one wasn't too bad. No, it's first one of the second tier. Just getting people into it. Main things are, you definitely don't want to stand in those square AoEs or else you'll straight up die at the very beginning. And then you don't want to stand in those lights once they plant because you'll get hit with them. And make sure when you have the throttle thing, like after you jump off the boss train and you get back to this area, you touch a ghost, so you go into the passenger area so you don't die. Oh yeah. I thought it was a neat scenery, so I'm taking some pictures. So cute. Okay. Goodbye.